Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. As mentioned above, this situation and this scene, now that this monument has been established and achieved, how can this be taken forward? It is essential to know that this monument is still being made. That means we are changing every week, dealing with various things, and I do it as a human being, so, there are still many things I need help understanding or recognizing. Need to study more, all because my character still has an upper limit that can be improved. So God kept giving me strange things to do. As you can see, we store food in a very old-fashioned way, right? Despite our efforts to dig a position. Still trying to figure out where to start. In fact, I have been learning continuously over the years. I am not omnipotent. The first time I escaped, I already understood everything and understood everything. No. We are learning every week. Although there are many mistakes, much remains to be learned. Even if you make a mistake and learn it again, in the end, it turned into a beautiful memory. And even if things are delayed, in the end, there was no deviation for one day. Admittedly, I am also a human being, still growing, after all. He hasn't been raptured yet. Therefore, in the flow of time, God gives me things I don't understand every year and every month, do it with everyone. Because I need to grow, too. In fact, for the part 1 I'm best at, there will be little growth, and there will be few rewards. For example, when recording information, I answered your questions casually. For me, this is just a daily work schedule. Rather than having a breakthrough, leap in character, suffering, etc. In the process, the rewards I received were minimal. On the contrary, for some parts that I have never been exposed to and need to learn, for example, starting from November 2022, economic operations will. This will significantly increase my reward. Likewise, everyone works together to learn unfamiliar areas. It also makes your rewards increase dramatically. This is so great. Because we have plunged into another treasure. What I have is a treasure of the Moses series, and you are a Joshua series treasure. Indeed, when we have finished the year, I knew the result would be fantastic. Whether it is substantive interests or confirmation of common information, all prove that we have achieved a new milestone. There is another beautiful time waiting for us. The most important thing is that in every beautiful moment, we must positively improve our character. When you have enough character, you can obtain the most significant rewards and make the most outstanding contributions. This is the best direction and what you should think about. Because now it seems that the directionality is very obvious. Even what I share on a whim is from God's direction. I have never emphasized this point, nor have I ever boasted about it. Look. Every word I speak comes from God. But afterward, God personally confirmed what I said. This is the most shocking part. Anyway, I share it on a whim or an idea, leave messages via WeChat and sync calling. The date and time at that time will be recorded. These are like choosing a day. They are proof that they will not be wrong every day. It's really crazy. The explanation I am sharing now, not only to the Zion Church that I established, it is also said to everyone in the world. But whoever does not know Zion, a life wasted, is the most appropriate way to describe it. They need to take the initiative to find Zion or know that Zion exists in the world. It's definitely a wasted life. I believe that God will definitely use this in the eternal judgment to make the decision. Otherwise, God would not use my decades of information to come to judge the world severely. Indeed, when I share information, I didn't expect it to be such a severe level. As I said privately 2 weeks ago, I had no idea when I shared the message of not going into debt. It turns out that the world will borrow to such a terrifying extent. It should be noted that at that time, very few people borrowed money. Because in that era, because money is tight and you need to borrow money from others, it's a very shameful thing. Moreover, it is really a miserable life to be constantly being chased for debts. When I shared in the past, it is estimated that only 2 out of 10 people have debt problems. Today, only 2 out of every 10 people do not borrow money. That is, 8 or 9 people have debts. It includes banks, the largest enterprises, and the most influential companies. Once something happens, it's not that you can retire and enjoy happiness, but you are in debt. Enterprises and companies are facing layoffs and bankruptcy. An individual is equivalent to working in vain all his life. The debt owed cannot be repaid at all. It turns out that the situation is more dire than I imagined. People are already deeply involved in this kind of sin. No wonder, when I shared this set of information, in the Christian community, it is very unpopular. However, they deserve this fate, because I have been fortunate enough to hear and witness this information, but you still don't accept it, you deserve to be judged. In short, those who are willing to listen will live an extraordinary life, but those who are unwilling to obey will be judged, because the message of Zion is none other than the Ark of the Covenant, which represents the oracle. Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
In the fog of death, your face is our vision. In your iron will, we hold fast our purpose. Through infernal lands and angry seas, our course shall be true. Anchored in your love forever, in you. In the fog of death, your face is our vision. In your iron will, we hold fast our purpose. Through infernal lands and angry seas, our course shall be true. Anchored in your love forever, in you. Anchored in your love forever.